Hi guys, I am back. Yes, with coffee. This is Coffee Talk. Okay, I have a someone that wanted me to do a coffee talk today, and this person doesn't want to be revealed. That's fine. In fact, at the end of the letter, she says, "Please, please, please, do not mention my name." And I don't mention anybody's name. I really don't. So never, ever, ever fear. And it just doesn't. I've always done that. So thank you, and I have subscribed to your channel, girl. Anyway, someone that just started watching me, and this is what's going on. She wanted to know if I've ever felt ignored. And she explains to me that she's been at her job for many years. To make a long story short, she's lost over 200 pounds. She started kind of like me. And no one really says anything. There's a few people that have noticed, and it just really bothers her. And she doesn't want to feel like she's being self-centered or anything like that. But she's being felt to be, she feels ignored. I get it. I totally get it. I used to call my sister and just cry with her and say, you know, what's wrong with these people? You know, they saw me at 487 pounds and now they see me small and losing all this weight. And the only thing they can say is that I've lost it in the face. Really? I did a video once, and I talk about how this one person, and Janie met her this last year when I was in Dallas, but I talk about how the first 50 pounds that I lost, oh my goodness, I was ecstatic. I was so excited. And I went to work, and of course I said that I had lost 50 pounds. Yee-hee. And the girl goes, where? Yeah, I can relate. And I don't think anyone really noticed until I lost 150 pounds. Why? Because I was that big. I was that large. It was like, I call it like a pea in the bucket. You know those, you know, just the little, not even a pea, vegetable pea, but I'm talking about like a seed, like a little seed in the bucket, because it wasn't that noticeable. It really wasn't. I'm not going to say that it was, because I was that large. Now, in saying all this, I did, when I went back to Dallas and I spoke to some of my friends, I said, why didn't you tell me as I was losing the weight? And I got comments like this: I didn't want it to go to your head. Yeah. And I got to thinking about that as the years went by, and I kept thinking, why would it have been terrible if it had gone to my head? Right? I would have felt like they were proud of me, right? Then I realized that I needed to be proud of me. I needed to say, you're all that in a bag of chips, Rosemary. I needed to give myself the self-worth that I deserved. To prove to people that it was possible, but mostly to prove to me that it was possible. It seemed like that one person that always told me, oh, if you only knew this person. You know what I'm talking about, Janie, right? You know who this person is. But she would light this fire under me. Like the more she told me it wasn't going to be possible and all I was going to do is gain that weight back, it seemed like that fire just seemed to, I got to prove this woman wrong. And then I started getting smaller and wearing smaller clothes and wanting to look good. That's when people started noticing, I think. when I started wearing the clothes a little tighter than I had ever worn in my life. You see, first of all, I come from a background of not a religious background. It's not about a religion. It's about a personal relationship with Christ. But I wore my clothes very, very modestly. Never showed my arms. Always had my skirts over my knees because I have elephant knees. I think that's the only reason I don't like showing my elephant knees. And just very modest, right? So I started wearing pants. I never wore pants. I never found a pair of pants that fit me. I didn't understand why everybody else could find a pair of pants except me and Connie. Because we've got the rear, and I'm bigger in the rear than Connie is. I got the Latin curves. Somebody told me I had soul curves. But anyway, so I never found pants to fit me. So when I was able to get into my first size, 14s, 16s, 18s, you know, I was excited and wore them proudly. At my job, I was able to wear skirts or pants, but we had it was blue and white. I had to wear blue and white. And then they gave us a choice of khaki. So anyway, I started wearing a little bit tighter, you know, outfits. And I did get someone that said, no, you can't wear that fitted. We don't want you wearing that kind of fitted clothes. But everybody else could. Because I showed curves. It's a long story. But that kind of brought my self-esteem down. It did. And I remember talking to Connie about it. And she, bless her heart, what could you do? She's my sister. She would get upset with me, and we'd both just pray about it and cry about it and just let it, give it to God, right? But in all this, I really want to say this. This is what I want to say. I have this quote. And it says this: for once you believed in yourself. You believed you were beautiful. And so did the rest of the world. I had to believe that I was beautiful. I had to believe it. You have to believe it. You have to believe it with all of your heart. I know what you're talking about. I have lived what you're talking about. Not everybody's going to be kind. Not everybody's going to see it. Do you see it? Do you believe it? That's all that matters. I'll read it again. For once, you believed in yourself. You believed you were beautiful. And so did the rest of the world. So once you believe it, trust in it, flaunt it, wear what you want to wear, the world's going to see it. I had bumps in the road. I had people trying to bring me down sometimes, but they couldn't keep me down. It's okay now. They see who I am now, and they're proud of me now. I didn't hold that against them. I don't. I really don't. I speak to them, I love them, and I just say thank you for the fire you gave me, because I went on to do what I needed to do for me, and I am still doing it. I'm still in the process. I'm there with you, girl. I hope I said something to you. I don't even know what time I have here. I got interrupted a minute ago. My sister was calling me, but just know that I do understand. I hope I said something to you today. Believe in you. And when you believe in you, the rest of the world will too. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that you deserve.